So we'll get started here in a minute. I wanted to, first of all, let you know that this is a preview for tomorrow's Richardson Plano Networkers or RP Networkers Stay Connected and Thrive 2021 Summer of Success Mastermind group. And so I wanted to give some of you who had questions, whether you're part of the community or you're considering being part of our community and want to know what this mastermind event is all about. Some people know the term mastermind. Some people have perverted views of what a mastermind is. So I wanted to quickly let you know what you're in for if you choose to participate tomorrow and ongoing with this series of masterminds as we go on Fridays, every Friday from 11:30 until 1 p.m. Central Time. So with that, I'm going to continue to move forward here and talk to you a little bit about why we're doing a mastermind. First of all, we've been doing Friday Stay Connected and Thrive throughout the zombie apocalypse or the pandemic, as some of you call it. And we've basically grown our audience and impact throughout that whole time frame. Prior to that, we did Friday trainings were Facebook Live with speakers and groups of people in a live meeting setup, and then we streamed those Facebook Live. Basically, that was kind of disrupted because of the pandemic, and we moved to this concept of doing it via Zoom and bringing in speakers in the audience from across the country. So this quote by Albert Einstein says, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." To take advantage of that opportunity, you have to first understand what it is. If you're looking for it, you can find it. So one of the things that we realized was we could have an opportunity, if we can't meet in person, to actually improve our ability to do what we did. So we've been doing a format of bringing in speakers via Zoom. We still do the Friday Connect and Thrive or Stay Connected to Thrive meetings. And we've been doing those and realized that was a more effective way to do it than doing it in the room. So we realize that's our opportunity. What is our opportunity moving forward? If you are satisfied of just continuing to do what you've always done, then your history becomes your destiny. And that is okay if you're totally satisfied with your history. But those of us that are warriors continue to move forward. And so RP Networkers, we're looking at ways to leverage what we've already done and become more intentional with the process of learning. And we're implementing what is called a mastermind. So you wonder, why do warriors need a mastermind? Why, we're entrepreneurs, small business owners. Why do we need a mastermind? Tomorrow I'll be talking about and answering questions about what a mastermind is, but actually a mastermind, the concept of mastermind came about with Napoleon Hill about 75 years ago in his book called Think and Grow Rich. So if you really want to get some of the nuts and bolts and some of the origin story, if you will, of the term mastermind, I'd encourage you to go back and read or reread the book Think and Grow Rich. Here's a statement that I said: as warriors, we have a history of ups and downs, wins and losses, yet we move forward. One of the things when I did my Warrior versus Zombie podcast, or when I do my Warrior versus Zombie podcast, I'm always emphasizing that a warrior is not somebody who doesn't encounter challenges. Those highs and lows are all part of who we are, and they provide a foundation for our path forward. Every day we battle our inner zombie. That's the things between our ears generally, our history, the challenges we have, the inner talk that's inhibiting us, as well as those zombies in our world. Those can be the pandemic, those can be others who are trying to discourage you. It could be any number of things, but things in our environment and our world that seek to hold us back. But the bottom line is warriors move forward. So my dream personally is to fight alongside warriors and witness all the achievement they can imagine. They can be you if you meet the qualifications that we're going to talk about here as I talk about this going forward. So why should you join RPNetworkers Mastermind Group? First of all, it's an exclusive communication. You say, oh, okay, so it's like a country club. No, it's not exclusive in that way. You need to be invited. How do you get invited? If you're watching this video and you choose to become a member and or guest of RPNetworkers, consider yourself invited. Now, obviously, appropriate participation and decorum and so on that people in RPNetworkers understand and exhibit every week is part of the equation. The other thing is it's a team approach. As we come out of the pandemic, as we continue to connect, some of the things we've figured out how to do better, some of the things we don't understand exactly how to adapt going forward, or even some things we're trying to get back to what we were doing prior to. And again, those present challenges. So we need a team. That is the mastermind. The mastermind is a collection of the minds that show up to help us, number one, focus on our goals and find ways that we can achieve those, talk about challenges, obstacles, and so on. The other thing is the mastermind will give you an opportunity to really collaborate. As a RP networker, you show up every week. Our group people show up. They show up to serve. They realize that being part of a networking group isn't just being part of a group of people that you can sell to, but in fact, a group of people that can help get your message out. But there's more to it than that. As you go through the process of becoming a member where you have one-to-ones with people, with other entrepreneurs, other small business owners, you begin to realize that they have challenges in that one-to-one that you might be able to help them with. So through those one-to-one engagements or interactions, as you build a relationship, you begin to learn how you can serve those people in the network. A mastermind is a way to do that in a larger, not unmanageable, but a larger group setting where you can improve your collaboration. That the mastermind, which is a mind bigger than your own, because it's adding to the collection of people that are participating in the mastermind. Those people can help you look at challenges, maybe look at, as a friend of mine says, look at the beach ball from all different angles, because I may see it as red, you may see it as blue, another person may see it as white. It's the same beach ball. It's the same challenge, but some of us may have already done that. The other thing is extending your network. The better we realize the challenges and the needs and the goals that we have in a very direct and intentional way, we can do a better job of not just making referrals, but recommendations about how you can, as part of the mastermind, move forward, but also how people outside the mastermind can benefit from either what you're attempting to accomplish or serve overcoming the gap or the challenge that you may have. The fifth thing is learning. One of the things we've been doing, and you can continue to do, is learning on every Friday. That's why we do these Friday Connect and Thrive, is in order to learn. It's always a learning experience. Every time I have a one-to-one with a person, every time I meet somebody, I walk away enriched and better because of it. We also have guest speakers and people that we will bring into the group that maybe have a unique perspective, an idea. But one of the things we want to do going forward is when those speakers, those coaches, those experts come into RP Networkers, that we together with our mastermind look at how various people in the mastermind could use what's being taught to move them forward, to fill a gap, to achieve a goal, and so on. The other thing is, as we get to know each other in the mastermind concept, we can begin to understand better each other's capabilities and challenges and be able to cross promote, recommend each other. That's something that's expected or generally occurs, but again, with a higher level of intention, a higher level of effectiveness. And then finally, we all get in our own box. We know what we know. We see what we see. We're captive many times by our business as an entrepreneur. We're trying to do everything ourselves. And by having a mastermind, maybe we can see possibilities that we couldn't see on our own. And the mastermind, again, will help us to do that. So what do I need to participate? What do you need to participate in the group? Number one, be a member or a guest of RP Networkers. That's as easy as I can tell you. In this video, in the comments, I'll post a link to the meetup group. All you have to do is RSVP. All you have to do is show up tomorrow on Zoom and begin the journey as being part of our mastermind group. The second thing is realize that literally everybody, every person, every warrior has unique value. You need to understand, and you'll see it very quickly if you participate in the mastermind, is you will learn that you have unique value. And then the third thing, these aren't hard, by the way, be willing to, number one, give, and number two, accept the help that will flow to you from the mastermind. Not too tough, right? Finally, let's look at where do we start. Where do you start is look back or be really honest with where you are, why you're doing what you're doing, whatever you're doing, whether you're networking, whether you're doing digital marketing, whether you're trying to find new customers, whether you're satisfied with where you're at, whatever you do, be real, be self-observant, self-aware, and understand or get help on understanding, which you will be able to do in the mastermind if this is a challenge for you, is why you're doing what you're doing. What is your just cause, your unique value, your unique reason? Then what value do you provide? One of the things, if you hang around RP Networkers, if you hang around with me, you're going to realize one thing. Every human being, every business owner, we all have unique value. There's nobody like you. And I didn't say nobody likes you. I said there's nobody like you. So the key is you have unique value. And the other thing is you have a vision. Whether you're willing to embrace it, if anything were possible, your ideal business, your ideal day, your ideal health, your ideal relationships, as you move forward on this journey, it's not a destination, but it's a journey. Your ideal day is going to look like this. And we can help you with that within the mastermind. Many of these masterminds, by the way, they cost you, if you're in one or if you've signed up for one, you'll find that it can cost you thousands of dollars. And they're worth it, by the way. A lot of masterminds you're associating with a very high level of person, and it's worth that commitment of financial. Right now, the only requirement you have to have is be a participant in Richardson Plano Networkers. And if you're already a participant, a member, or a guest, you know that the price of admission there is $2 a week for when you participate. So it's not this huge financial, overwhelming commitment that you have to make. Now, there's pros and cons to that, because I'm not asking you to make or encouraging you to make a large commitment. Sometimes we lose our commitment. And unfortunately for you, that loss of commitment and continuity and consistency is the reason why a lot of people, whether they're networking or working on in anything in their business, they don't accomplish what they wish they would, because, say, consistency beats intensity every time. So I'm going to ask you again to RSVP, to be part of our mastermind group. If you've never been part of the group and you think you have something to offer, we'd love to have you. If you've never been part of the group and you think you need some things that you need help with, we'd love to help you. But the first step is to take the action of joining the community and showing up tomorrow for this series, which will be a weekly endeavor for the foreseeable future as we move forward into our summer of success in RPNetworkers and in our mastermind endeavor. So have a beautiful day. It's Thursday. You got 24 hours. Tomorrow at 11:30 Central is when we'll be launching this series, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you here back on Zoom tomorrow.